Okay, so our first question, could you tell us about where you lived in the past?
As far as living, I was born in Milano, Italy, so I lived there for a long time, between Milano and the Italian Riviera. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but anyway, during the summer, every year we spent 3 months in the Italian Riviera. Then I came to the US and I was in Sacramento for a long time. Then from there I transferred to San Diego for probably a good 10 years, then Los Angeles. And after that I moved back to Italy. And in Italy we lived at first in Lake Como. This was back in 2000. Then from there we moved to Florence. And then from Florence we moved all the way to Palm Beach, Florida. And lived there for another 3 years. Then back to Italy, Rome. And then from Rome to Manfredonia, which is a tiny little town on the Italian Riviera on the Adriatic side, facing Albania and Greece. And then we came here in August. And Manfredonia now is a sister city to Chattanooga, by the way. So it's the 7th sister city.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Uh-huh.
So did you consider, in your most recent move to Chattanooga, did you consider going to other cities instead, or was Chattanooga?
Yeah. Well, we're thinking about coming back to the U.S. to be with our daughter, be reunited as a family, because our daughter was in boarding school in Germany. And as we thought of where do we go back to in the States, we wanted to come back to the States. I mean, my heart actually is in the South Pacific. We're saying where you lived. I mean, I lived in those places for a long time, but other periods of time, I traveled 79 different countries, for different amount of times. And I love the South Pacific. It's just an unbelievable place. So, excuse me for a second.
No, feel free to take that.
It's all right. I call them later. So what happened? We looked at the United States, and what made sense was to go back to San Diego because we have our son that lives there. And my wife is from San Diego. Her family lives in Santa Barbara. But we thought, well, San Diego has changed a lot of traffic now, confusion, as politically has changed as well, and economically they're bankrupt, it's a lot of negatives. And we thought of Palm Beach, and we didn't like the idea of our daughter growing up in that environment because it's a little bit too racy. And a friend of ours that used to live in Palm Beach with us told us that she moved here. And I did some business deals in the past near Memphis, and I thought, cost of living is very affordable in Tennessee. Seems to be a very family-oriented, state, and strong roots in their spiritual beliefs. And I thought, why not? So that's how we came here.
Okay. So I guess that kind of covers why you chose to move to Chattanooga. And so our next question is, compared to other cities that you've lived in, what makes Chattanooga unique or special?
That's a tough one. It's a tough one because each city offers different things. I cannot answer fairly because we've been here only so little time, so I really don't know what Chattanooga has to offer. For what I've seen so far, it's very livable because it's small, but it's not too small where you're giving up certain things, cultural things and attraction and entertainment. So it's very manageable in size. Plus, you get to know people extremely easily and fast. I mean, you can get access to the mayor, to business people, to whoever, without going through. I mean, Rome, we got 3.5 million people. So in order to move through that, it's time consuming. But here you get to establish a relationship rather fast. So I like that aspect. It's a vibrant town. A lot of youth coming to this town, so there are a lot of opportunities opening up. And you can feel it. You can feel the synergy of people wanting to change, wanting to do new things. People are willing to try new things. Actually, that's a weird dichotomy because on one end, it seems like people are willing to try new things. On the other end, the Southern mentality is a little bit squarish, myopic. Well, we've been doing this for so long, and I'm scared to venture off. So it's a combination of the two. But it has a lot of outdoor activities, which are great. But I miss the ocean. I miss the ocean. So I gotta take trips through the year, to re-energize myself. Yeah, because the river doesn't quite do it for me.
So that's great. Is there anything else you'd like to say about just Chattanooga or any other comments in general?
I think I'm looking forward actually to building bridges between Chattanooga and Italy. I'm really looking forward to that because I know that the president of both UTC and Chat State want to expand their foreign base of students. So I'm planning to take some high school students over here this summer and have an ongoing program even during the year so that they can catch a vision of what this town has to offer. And from there, maybe come and get their degrees at these universities. So that way we can bring a little flair of Italy to this town. And I'm actually working on a project which requires a lot of time, but I'm thinking about maybe having a little Italy here in Chattanooga. So you add a new dimension, to this town. Yeah.
That's awesome. I think that's all. If you have anything to say. Okay.
Good.
Thank you so